They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Are growing out, and the only way the roots grow out every single day and they grow stronger and they grow better is if that we all water.
What? Well, I'm out, man.
What's up? It has been like 2 weeks, maybe longer, since we did this show. So we decided tonight to have some fun. Just lots and lots of shenanigans here on Chip and Drip tonight. I'm Chip, that's Drip. I'm Chip and Chip for the Birds. That's JD at _Oracle and the D2N Podcast LLC. Adam, what's happening? What's going on?
What up?
Make sure you are checking in, putting lots of comments out tonight because there's a lot of fun content. First off, happy belated Father's Day.
I was going to say the same thing, bro. Happy Father's Day, brother.
Happy belated Father's Day, man. Did you have a nice, relaxing Father's Day?
No, I drove to Virginia and I came back on the same day. It was terrible.
You gotta pick a state.
No. I mean, my son's in Virginia. Everybody knows that.
I know.
Part. And then, so I get him for the summer. And, just so happens that summer fell on, his summer break started on Father's Day weekend. So we're here. We love it. We got the house full. Our house is finally unpacked. It's all fun. Backyard's getting together, so we got some outdoor, indoor living. Sound good.
Yeah. So we got a fun one tonight. Real quick, before we do anything, we've been trying to push this. If you have not liked and subscribed to our YouTube page, the AAT Sports YouTube page, you need to do that because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are giving away a signed Brian Dawkins picture.
Yo, so
to one of them 1,000 people.
Question real quick. Am I allowed to win said Brian Dawkins picture?
Yeah. It's whoever gets picked.
Okay, cool. I just want to make
My
sure.
wife has created 5 YouTube pages just so we can win it. You don't even know.
False.
So, lots of fun things tonight. We do have a quick wheel we're going to go through, so we're going to do a rapid fire wheel. JD has not seen this wheel. He has not seen any of the shenanigans. We are going to go through this. As always, you are commenting and sharing your thoughts on things. If you are watching on the Facebook, if you're watching on the YouTube, if you're watching on Twitter, awesome, but you can't comment. So go to either the Facebook or the YouTube.
Yep.
And that's what it's going to be. I ain't no guess. That's what it's going to be.
It's all about the tube.
It is all about the tube. So here's the wheel tonight. So our topics are 1 year since Ben, anything NFL, the NBA draft, which is Thursday night, Phillies hot streak, NBA finals, and ejections up 200%. I had myself quite the week of baseball, which I would like to share.
Yeah.
So I would like this segment to go maybe 5-10 minutes at most. So we're going to spin the wheel, talk about it, and roll. You cool with that, JD?
I'm cool with it. I'm not going to have a whole lot to say about the MLB, so.
All right, so we spin it. Cool. Anything NFL. It's kind of that lull point of the offseason where, like, yeah, training camps are happening, and yeah, people are talking contracts, and yeah, people are doing their thing. Hi, Julie. Hi, checking in. Hi.
What up, Julie?
So we're going to talk about some of the comments that have come out, so don't worry about that. That is part of the shenanigans. But is there anything NFL that is in your mind and that you would like to discuss?
Yeah. I mean, let's just stay close to home. Let's talk about these Eagles.
Okay, what you got?
Let's talk about the Birds. So as I, every year I do these things where I do all this research. Normally I, reach out to Johnny Yu and pick his mind, and Chris Melee and pick his mind as well. And I think this year is the first year I just know something special is happening. I'm not sure
with the Eagles.
Yeah, with the Eagles. I'm not really sure how everything's going to play out specifically because I'm not, I'm an oracle, but I'm not, really, psychic. But I just have one of those gut feelings that this team is going to be a lot better than everybody's saying. I think they definitely win the NFC East with ease. I got them winning their first. Jalen Hurts gets his first first round victory in the playoffs, possibly 2, possibly making it to a conference championship. Because the NFC is really low right now. It's really down as far as quarterback play is concerned.
Big time.
So this is the time. If there's any time, the time is the time. This is it. So
yeah, we've been saying it on our weekly report. We've been saying that this Eagles team looks really special. I mean, the big question mark is obviously quarterback. But again, it's not that much of a question mark. They have put all the pieces around him, and you've seen all the videos, you've seen all the photos. He's done the work. So it's going to be Jalen Hurts or bust this year. And I do think that he has some of the tools now that he maybe didn't have last year. Second year with the offensive coordinator. He's got his favorite wide receivers. I do think that Jalen Hurts has what he needs this year to be successful. My biggest question mark is at the punter position because we don't have one.
Well, maybe you won't have to.
And if we don't have to use a punter, that's cool. And look, the missus is going into frame.
What up, T?
Oh, wait, here's your earpiece.
Oh, hi. I'm sick, so I'm sorry.
What up, T?
Hey.
Yo,
I would like to talk about the NFL.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's
talk about it.
Oh, let's do it.
I don't have a lot to talk about, but I would like to talk about the donkey shit that is the new logo.
Yes. The new logo is bad.
It is Commanders level bad.
No.
Yo, Rio, I'm gonna have to share this clip with you.
Yes.
It's Commanders level
Commanders
bad.
level bad.
Can we stop?
It is terrible.
No.
I hate it so much.
You know what it is? I saw somebody do it. Like
Did you see the mix?
No. Well, there's that. But even if they took a black outline of it, it would be better.
That is true.
But it's bad.
Right
It's
now,
bad.
It's really terrible.
You guys
it doesn't even go like if they're bringing back the Kelly Green. None of it. I don't know what they're doing. There was no need to rebrand.
I could probably
with this watermark.
I could probably go on to Google Slides and insert word art and create the same logo.
Yep.
Listen, we're not saying this is a great logo. What we're saying
bad.
is there's only so many things you can do. They should have just left it.
There it is.
They should have just left it.
It's bad. It's like
you
all of
didn't
a sudden,
need to change it.
It's like block lettering that you drew on your notebook when you were a teenager and then put the little, like, it would be better if you did that and then did the little S.
And that's what the S in Eagles was? The Superman
listen.
S?
So my question is to you guys, because you guys have been Eagles fans for a real long time. I'm so sick of the Steelers stuff. Like, I need us to get something new. I'm sick of
the
generic.
But it's classic.
I know, but it's so generic. Like, I buy a new jersey and you don't even know it's a new one. It's just like, it's the same thing. It's just a different name.
Well, yeah, they all look the same. I couldn't tell you anything about the Steelers. They don't even invert the colors for home and away games.
Yeah, the only thing that I think would be good, and I saw it on a Jalen Hurts, like you saw when he was wearing the number 2, that on the Kelly Green looks really good.
Yeah, but the Kelly, it's just because the Kelly Green is good. It has nothing to do with that.
Yo, Chris. We don't talk about the draft. Don't worry. It's on the wheel.
I don't like it at all. I think it's trash. It's as trash as the Commanders non-logo is. And I don't like it. And it wasn't even like they did a fan poll. They were just like,
drop it.
Anybody for like, hey, what's your ideas? They just dropped this out of nowhere. Like, you clearly don't know us if you think that's like, that's the kind of people we are.
Adam is talking some gambling right now. I saw the MVP odds for Jalen Hurts is plus 4,000. So you might drop a couple bucks and win MVP.
I actually put $100 on it. So
did you?
Yeah. I have full faith in Jalen Hurts.
My students could do better.
Yes.
My students could do better, Julie. That's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, I have full faith in Jalen Hurts as a total.
Let's stop the Eagles logo slander though. Let's please stop.
No,
I know
it's bad.
Yeah.
We can't bring negativity.
The watermark logo, the regular. If they get rid of the eagle, I'll be mad.
Listen, I am an official Steagles fan at this point. So I have merch. I'm starting merch. For those of us who are Steagles fans, there's a lot of us. Just want you to know there's a huge community. I want you to know that.
I'm okay with that.
It's like 6 people.
Do you guys notice how black I am now? Have you guys noticed how dark I actually am now?
Have you noticed how tan I am? Look at this. That's super white. Sorry.
Oh, that's really close.
Yo, camp has started, so I've got my summer glow.
But he's still the whitest man you've ever seen.
Word.
Yeah. Chip lobster.
There's nothing else really going on in the NFL.
No, that's why this is only supposed to be like a quick 5-minute segment for the entire wheel. So
I just wanted to mention
we're good. Remove it and spin it.
I just heard you guys from the next room. So
take my strong hand. All right. This is my special time.
Yeah, make yourself do it because I know nothing about this part.
What's that?
So for those of you that know, I am an umpire. Okay.
All right, I'm out on this one. Bye.
Yeah.
I love you.
You've already heard the story 6 times. I am a little league umpire. So we are doing the ejections are up 200% this week. All right. So going into this week, I had 1 career ejection. 1. My ejection rate is now up 200% this week. I mean, I ejected 2 people this week.
Yeah, I was wondering where that was going, but yes, okay, I see the numbers. Okay.
I need to talk about this because I'm struggling. I'm frustrated because again, I umpire Little League baseball.
Babies.
So some of them are babies. So the one was like a teenager league, and the one coach, so there's different rule sets in baseball, right? There's OBR, there's National Federation, there's county, like there's all these ones. He uses the MSU playbook, which stands for make shit up. Okay? So according to him, in baseball, if you catch a ball and you take 1 step, but then fall and the ball comes out, that's a catch. It is not. It is not football where it's a catch and a step. He also argued, again, same game, that if you tag somebody and the ball comes out, the guy is out.
No, I know that's not true.
Anyone who's ever watched the movie A League of Their Own knows you have to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, you have to survive the ground, just like in football.
Yeah, you have to complete the catch, and the term is voluntary release, just so you know. So this all happens in 1 game. He riles his team up. I'm the problem. I'm making my own rules up. Bring the ball all the way in, fine. So the game goes on, and the third baseman tags another player really hard. This adult dude on the other team makes a comment that I don't hear. And this kid, the third baseman, screams, "Yo, shut the fuck up."
Nice.
So obviously, you're gone. Dude comes running out of the dugout. Oh, he's an adult. He's a kid. Da, da, da. I said, Coach, I chucked him because of the F-bomb. Chucked him because of the F-bomb. That was ejection number 1. I didn't feel good about it.
Yeah, you probably.
But it had to happen.
I don't know.
I shouldn't have thrown him out for an F-bomb?
No, I think you're fine with the F-bomb.
All right.
Now, if he says GD, then you got to get him out.
No, the F-bomb, you can't. He full on. Bloop, gone.
So is that your own rule? Is that a league rule?
You can't curse. You can't. You cannot do that.
Do you let any curse words slide, though?
If they're not directed at somebody. This was directed at somebody. So in order to maintain control of the game, in order to maintain control of the game, I had to remove him.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Why didn't you throw out both parties?
Because I did not hear the coach's comment.
Okay. Now I can
the second person always gets caught. The second person always gets caught.
Now I can see the frustration. I get it now. I can see the frustration.
And I even went over to the kid because obviously when they're kids, they can't leave the field area. So the dugout was here. He sat over here on the bleachers next to me. I was like, bud, I threw you out because of the F-bomb. If you hadn't cussed, you would. If you just told him to shut up, I would have kept you in.
True. Okay, facts. I'm all right with that.
The other one, JD, was a 9-year-old baseball game. A 9U baseball coach. No, Adam, if you make an error and say a curse word, no, because you're not directing it at anybody. He directed it at somebody. That's the issue.
So it's like if I'm saying hey, you fucker.
You're gone. Out. But if you're just going, fuck, I fumbled, I messed up the ball. Fuck. Don't say it. Come on. I get it.
Okay.
9U baseball coach.
Let's do it.
Okay. This was a Cal Ripken playoff game, district playoff game. So it was legit. Second inning already, we're arguing, we're making comments, we're upset. His assistant coaches are going off. I call time. I go over to the coach so he and I can talk. I said, Coach, I want to remind you, you are responsible for your assistant coaches and your fans. Okay. Third inning rolls around. He's coaching first base again, and you just start hearing the comments. And I said, Coach, I promise you, we are done arguing balls and strikes tonight. So that everybody could hear it. I promise you, we are done arguing balls and strikes tonight.
Okay.
So then the comments keep up, and I ignore them. Like, oh, well, that's a judgment call. His judgment hasn't been very good today. I didn't even look at it. I ignored it. Okay, but we get it. Like, you're the man. By the way, I want to point out his team lost 14-2. I did not do this.
Facts.
Even if I blew 3 calls,
Facts.
I did not do 14-2.
Facts.
Okay. 5th inning rolls around. I want to remind you, it's 9U baseball. Pitch comes in. It is outside. He goes, Declan. Was that a strike? Mind you, Declan is a 9-year-old kid.
Was that
who I had to keep moving up. Declan just looks and goes. And Coach goes, I thought so too. Time. Coach, come here. And I whispered to him. I said, Coach, this has been going on for 2 hours. You are ejected from this ball game. Please leave the field area. So just him and I could hear it. And he went, okay. What? Because at that point, if he took it bigger, it was entirely his fault. It was so low key that the other head coach went, did you eject him from the game? I said, yes, I did. 9U baseball.
Facts.
Are you kidding? Like, that's where your life is?
Well, I'm glad that you brought this up because this is a very important topic because, I'm on the other side of the coin as a high school basketball coach.
Correct. Where it matters and it means something.
Well, we're at this game. We're at this tournament. We're the South Carolina Live event. These guys, our kids have been playing all day. They started at like 9 a.m. and the last game was at 7 p.m. Our last game was at 7 p.m. So we're at 7 p.m. game. Our kids are hyped up. They know to get ready to go home. They're giving it everything they got. They're trying to fix and correct all the things they've done wrong throughout the weekend. Well, we're, just like little stuff like ticky-tack fouls, like getting in early foul trouble, all this stuff. We get this lady ref. And mind you, you know how I feel about the ladies. I think they're just as good. We get this lady ref. It's 7 o'clock. She's wanting to go home. She looks like she's just exhausted. She's just had enough. So she's not making any calls. All right. She's not calling anything. So she comes down the court. One of our guys gets hacked, goes like into the other bench. And I'm like, hey, listen, come on. I'm the assistant coach, but I'm like the firecracker. So I know I got to watch myself. So like, I'm on the bench and I make the call. I was like, that's a foul. Like he pushed me, like had him in a chokehold. And she like looks at me like death. And I'm like, I was like, stop looking, start blowing your whistle. And then so she's like, all right, that's it, coach. Like one more word out of you, I'm teching you.
So we'll talk about that in a second.
And so I say, okay, I'll leave it alone. Cause I'm like, okay, listen, I understand what's happening. I don't say nothing else. Cause I know she's serious. She's irritated. She's aggravated. So our guys come in at halftime and I'm telling them, you got to be aggressive. They're not calling anything. So you got to play through the whistle. I'm saying you got to finish everything that you got to play through the whistle. She comes over to me in my huddle and gives me a technical foul as I'm addressing my players.
So,
because she said that she told me not to say one more word.
You were coaching. That's
to her. And
stupid.
Exactly. I had no issue.
So here's the thing, and a lot of our fans are not going to get this reference, but I talk a lot about officials that want to be Judge Dredd officials.
Yes.
So if you're familiar with the movie Judge Dredd, it's a Sylvester Stallone movie from like the 80s where they're talking about the law and he goes, I am the law.
Yeah. You can't question anything.
Officials that are like that need to get away from sports. Problem is there's no one there to take their place.
Dude, it's bad.
Right? That's the problem. Like, first off, we are told do not do that whole one more word ultimatum because then you are tied to it. Then you don't have a choice. I never use that phrase. And the way I ejected the other guy with like the quiet, hey, here's what's going to happen. You're going to leave because this has gotten ridiculous. And if he decided to blow up, he looks like a fool. I'm not going to give him the whole scene so that he can come out and argue more. He's already argued for 2 hours. I don't need that.
Yo, I'm just at a point now. I just can't.
Yeah. Adam, in answer to your question, when you go to the Phillies, you yell at the umps for balls and strikes. No, I more yell at the coaches for forgetting to send players out to the field. But I've had to do that less since Rob Thompson took over, and we're going to talk about the Phillies in a second. Mark says, and that's why kids say what they want because they hear their parents. Good job tossing the parent. Yeah, and here's the thing. That 9U game, again, they lost 14-2. Not one of those kids blamed themselves for that loss. Not one of those kids went, you know what? We played just straight up garbage today.
And that's what I'm talking about, Chip. That's the situation, and that's what the bigger.
It's my fault. 14-2 is my fault.
No, the issue is that we give all these damn participation trophies. That's the fucking problem.
That's it.
I'm not a believer in participation trophies. Like our guys play
that's
hard.
5 or 6. But 5 or 6.
Our kids tried hard. Don't get me wrong. Our kids tried hard. We played one game. We lost by 30 something. We played the best team in South Carolina. They smoked us. But at the end of the day, that's why you play the game. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take some lumps. We learned from that game. Our team never wants to feel like that again. People were gathering around to watch them get their faces knocked in. So I just told them, listen, this is a feeling you never want to feel again. You never want people standing on the sideline pointing and laughing. So you learn from this. I'm not that coach that's sitting there the refs gave it away.
Nope.
No, it's literally you didn't do what you need to do. Because we were in the game.
Yeah, in the situation where you were talking about with that ref not calling stuff, that is a problem. There are people who officiate and umpire that are not good at their job, but because they could pass a test, now do it.
Well, the problem with my thing is when it comes to basketball, I'm a big I love basketball. Basketball is one of you kind of have to adjust to how the game's being officiated. You cannot, because not two refs aren't the same. We talk about this about the NBA. Right. If the game is being called loose and they're letting the guys play and letting them,
then you adjust to the game. My favorite thing as an umpire, right, is I know with my strike zone, if you are a right-handed batter, I will call an outside strike on you, just a little bit off the plate. And usually the good coaches will say by no later than the second inning, quote, he has been calling it all day. Adjust and go to the opposite field with it.
Thanks.
Number one, that says I am consistent. Number two, it says you're actually paying attention and you know what's going on. And if I'm a pitcher, I'm hitting that spot all day long.
Do you feel as an umpire that it's harder to referee baseball than it is other sports?
My issue with baseball is all the different rule sets. So there is not, I mentioned this already, there's not one rule set. Each rule, high school is different than NCAA, which is different than professional, which is different than OBR. That's tough. That's really tough. I've never tried umping or reffing another sport. So I honestly could not give you a set answer. And I know there are guys that do it. I can tell you that in the last year, I have umpired almost 170 games. So it's all about just doing it. Tomorrow night, I'm calling my third championship game of the year. I'm pretty good.
Do you have other refs ups with you? Is it just you?
Sometimes it's a two-man game. Sometimes it's a one-man game. So tomorrow, I'm the base umpire on a championship game, which means I need to watch for things like interference, obstruction, balks, whether or not they hit the base. It's a different thing I have to look for.
Facts. It's very interesting.
Yeah. I could do a whole podcast on umpiring. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Mark, again, accountability. These kids need accountability. The coaches need accountability. I don't hear you suck referee. I do hear a lot of blue calls, but not too many because again, number one, I tune it out because I'm not looking for a fight. It's funny. I try to get a Vegas line on every game I do, but no one will take the action because it's 12U baseball. It's 9U baseball. No one cares. So I really don't care who wins the game. It's funny that way.
You're an asshole. I love it.
I am. I know. Do I call the same pitch for both teams, whether it's a ball or strike? Yes. I call the pitch.
Facts.
I call the pitch.
Call a spade a spade. Let's go, buddy.
I call it like I see it. We got to keep going with this wheel. So remove. We got 4 topics left. I want to do these each no more than 2 minutes per topic.
Damn you. I got a lot on this one.
All right, cool. Phillies hot streak, go.
Oh, I have none on this. Nothing. I can care less.
Listen, the Phillies hot streak, we said on this show, you can go back into the archives and see it. Firing Girardi was going to matter. Now, to have this level of turnaround is crazy.
Well, we've seen it in other sports. Like, we've seen the guy get canned, and then the team wants to say, hey, like, it wasn't us, it was him. So they play super hard.
You see little streaks. These guys have been on fire. The only reason why they're not climbing up the standings is because the Braves have been just slightly hotter. But you're seeing a difference in the management of the bullpen. You're seeing a difference in the management of the lineup. You're not keeping guys in places just because your little note card says to. You're playing the young guy. You're doing the right things. And it just so happens to be clicking.
What have you ever thought that because that person who's getting the interim job is trying to get the full-time job, they're going super hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that also has they're tryhards at that point. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? That matters because you look at a guy like Girardi who was like, I am already a World Series winning coach. I've already done this. I've already done that. I'm going to get another job somewhere. This doesn't matter.
Right.
It's the same thing with Doc Rivers.
Gosh, I see what you're trying to do here. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
It's the same thing with Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is too set in his ways. And that's all I'm saying. The Phillies are on fire right now. It's looking like it's going to be a good summer. I do think they make the playoffs. I don't know if they catch the Braves. I don't know if they catch the Mets. But if they keep playing like this, it could be a good summer. They just got to get and stay healthy.
I'm supposed to go see the Phillies and the Phillies and the Braves play this year because I'm only an hour from Atlanta. Yeah, I'm only an hour from Atlanta.
You should do that. That should be good. Spinning it.
I don't really understand baseball. Well, I do, but I don't.
Well, good, because these last 3 topics are all basketball related.
You keep getting me. I think it's on the NBA draft stuff, and you get me.
All right. It has been 1 year since Ben gave up an opportunity to dunk the ball.
Yep.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. He still has not played basketball since then.
The funny thing about this is he looked super happy with the owner a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Phillies lost this trade. I still believe we did because we did actually work.
Well, now we're keeping Harden. We're keeping Harden for $47 million. A short-term deal for $47 million. I don't know if Harden gets healthy. Cool. I think we still need some pieces.
Hurt. He's fat. That's not an ailment.
All right. Well, if he gets it right, I'm not saying that he's done. But again, without Ben Simmons having been on the court for the last 2 years, whether it's mental, whether it's back, whether it's whatever, Ben Simmons has not been on the court. So at least James Harden was on the court.
Ben not playing is still better than they were with Harden playing.
I disagree.
I'm just being honest. I'm being real.
I think the other pieces that they gave up to get Harden mattered more.
We said that from the beginning. That was kind of what we alluded to at the beginning of this. But I'm saying as a whole, Ben not playing, they were still better with Ben than they were with Harden. And that's why it's funny because they didn't have Curry in them that year before. Or yes, they did.
Right.
Yeah, they did.
They had Curry, they didn't have Drummond.
They didn't have Drummond, yeah. So, I mean, I'm still a believer that we lost this trade. I don't care what anybody says.
I think it's too early. I think the Sixers need so many pieces that they have to make some changes, and they just haven't yet. Which we're going to see what that looks like. But
I thought you were going to talk to me about the movie Hustle, and that's what was really what I thought.
That was one of my topics. We'll shenanigan that.
All right.
I forgot what I wanted to talk about that because that movie was so good. All right, NBA Finals. I don't know where you want to start with the fact that Jaylen Brown didn't show up, that Jason Tatum didn't show up, with the fact that Andre Iguodala won his 4th ring and now will be an NBA Hall of Famer, with the fact that Curry did it in less opportunities than LeBron, with the fact that, Clay comes back and he doesn't he wins a title again, with the fact that this Golden State Warriors team necessarily wasn't as good as previous Golden State Warriors team, and they absolutely slapped the crap out of the Celtics, with the fact of, who are the front runners for next year. You take some time. I did a whole umpire tirade. This is your opportunity to talk about the NBA Finals.
Well, guys, I'm here. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who came today. I want to first of all thank my mom for giving birth to me. But in other news, let's just be real. I knew Boston sucked. I just kind of knew it. I knew they sucked. They just kind of caught lightning in the bottle, and it wasn't going to last. It's really hard to beat the Warriors 4 games. It's just hard to beat them. They have so many weapons. There's so many dudes that can just shoot it and fill it up. Draymond does his job to a T. He's an agitator. Perfectly. He's the villain. He is the guy who's going to get in your DMs. He's the guy who looks up your wife's name and says it to you and whispers it in your ear. So he's that guy. He does all the dirty work. He's the Dennis Rodman. He makes the glue. He's the glue to the team, unfortunately. Curry's the motor. Draymond's the glue. And he makes everything just work. Clay was not his best self. He actually was a shell of himself. Wiggins surprised the hell out of me. Yo, that's what that dude was. He looked like a person that you could have drafted number 1. That's how he played. He looked like you could have drafted him number 1 and been just content with what was happening. And then think about it, they didn't have Wiseman. Wiseman still is yet to play again in 2 years almost. So they're still really young. Poole is going to be another young piece to that team. Yo. It's just a lot. When you look at these guys, Kuminga, they put in a no-name dude to stop Tatum in 1 game. They put him in, and he stopped him. Looney played out of his mind this series. Yeah. I mean, this team, not enough. This team does what championship teams do. Meanwhile, the Celtics were relying on Al Horford and Tatum. And I told somebody, I said, listen, if you're waiting on Al Horford to hit 6 threes a game, my friend, you are definitely not winning anything. He did. It was great. He did hit it a couple games. Listen, he played he outkicked this coverage. He's, he's 50 damn near years old. He's like the Andre Iguodala of that team, except he's still playing. Yo, can we just talk real quick about your boy Prince? What about him? Being Anna Hotford again. Oh, he's him again. He did it. To who? He did it the day after they lost. I love that man. I got to be honest. I love the man. I mean, talk about Anna Horford. She just needs to chill. She's got to go. The actual person, she's got to go. Stop holding a grudge on Philly. Your dude is in the finals. They wrote a whole article about Al Horford, about how they hated Philly. Who was it? Anna Horford wrote a whole article about how much they hated their time in Philly. Is Anna Horford Al Horford's wife? Sister. I didn't even know he had a sister. That's the funny thing that Prince keeps doing. I had no idea what that was stemming from. I just thought he liked to try to pretend. Anna Horford is Al Horford's sister, and Prince changes his profile from time to time to be Anna Hotford and acts like her. Oh, I never knew that. Sweet. It makes it funny now. It's hysterical, and people fall for it every time. And now, I'll go into the comments. People are you almost got me. Aha, aha, aha. So, who's the front runner for next year? Golden State. Yeah, I don't see right now. If everyone's healthy, I don't see a way that they get knocked off right now. Well, they've done so many things. Also, they got some draft collateral too. So please believe, they're not stuck anywhere. This draft, you say? You see, I said, I wonder what it's going to land on. Man, no. Oh my God! NBA draft is Thursday night. Anything we need to know? We know that Banchero's going number 1. I mean, he will probably. I don't know unless there's a surprise. I think he could be a shoo-in. They never know about the international players. There's still some guys out there. I think anybody that's a Duke fan knows that Duke players are a sure thing for the most part. There's more of them in the draft and going to be out there than any North Carolina players. Even though North Carolina keeps beating Duke, they can't do anything in the NBA. So like it's just
Like,
kind of.
I'm looking through this list I'm looking at a CBS Sports mock draft. I'll be honest, I do not know any of these guys.
Is Chet Holmgren on there?
Yeah, he's picked to go 5 to Detroit.
Yeah, that's gonna make them super dangerous though. You add that type of guy to Detroit when we all kind of knew what Detroit was trying to do. Like Detroit's gonna be super good. I think they're gonna be good in a little while. Cleveland, I don't know where did Cleveland fall in there.
Hold on. Cleveland gets. Oh, I'm scrolling down now. 8, 9, 10, nothing, 11, nothing, 12, nothing, 13, 14.
Who are they saying they're gonna get?
They're picking him, Jalen Williams from Santa Clara.
I don't know him very well. But I'm gonna tell you this.
All the way at 23, because the Sixers got to keep their pick, and I would love this. They have Wendell Moore going to the Sixers.
From Duke?
Yeah.
We won't know how to use him. I'm sure
We won't know how to use them.
I'm sure he'll be a wasted pick. We need to call up Adam Sandler right now and be like, yo, get on the road and find us somebody. That'll be the only way we're going to be able to get somebody.
Yeah. We'll use that as a way to transition because, my goodness, I watched Hustle. Yo, that movie was great.
Oh, it's one of Adam Sandler's best movies. I think it was better than Unfinished Gem or
Uncut Gems. Uncut
Yeah.
Gems.
Yeah. To me, and Adam Sandler's doing this thing that a lot of actors can't do, where he's kind of mixing his humor with his serious acting roles, and we haven't seen it since like Robin Williams. So I think it's like he's transitioning into that thing, which kind of becoming iconic. And his
the other thing I like about what Adam Sandler's doing is he's taking himself, like who he is as a person. That's why it's authentic. He's taking who he is as a person and putting it into this movie.
Oh yeah, and
it's authentic as hell. Yeah.
He's basically playing Adam Sandler, the GM, or Adam Sandler, the talent acquisition.
And he does it with the Sixers. That's why I enjoyed. Adam Cease says, I heard the Sixers are going to try and trade the 23rd pick and Tobias and Thibault for Bradley Beal.
That would be a stupid move.
It would be a stupid move because it's too much to give up for Bradley Beal.
No, it'd be a stupid move
But
because
if
Bradley Beal can't guard a parked car.
Yeah, and you're giving up 2 starters and a first-round pick for 1. It's a lot to give up.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, and I've been saying this since day one. There's a reason why Bradley Beal has been stuck in Washington for the foreseeable future. So much so that they got rid of damn John Wall to get this sorry Joker. So
and Russell Westbrook.
Listen, if you get left somewhere on an island, there's a reason why.
All right. We did 40 minutes of a wheel instead of 10.
Sorry.
It's cool. I didn't realize that we were going to do all them things. So we go shenanigan now. I have found over the last 2 weeks a concoction, a conglomerate of fun stuff.
I'm actually very afraid.
You should be. I know I'm a top 3 receiver, says Chase Claypool of the Steelers. I'm going to let our resident Steelers fan start.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of dudes catch 7 touchdowns in one game. So technically,
one good game qualifies you as a top 3 receiver.
No.
Travis Fulgham.
He didn't catch 7 touchdowns in one game.
Doesn't matter. He had a great game.
No, but I'm saying is like Claypool was pretty good. He's been pretty good his entire career.
He's been pretty good for sure. But you're also going from a guy like Ben Roethlisberger to now Mitch Trubisky / Tiny Hands to be your quarterback. He's not going to have the same production.
I will say this as a resident Steelers fan, and it could be just me hoping as well. I think that we haven't seen the best of Chase Claypool yet. Because he's got the size.
Exactly what Javier's saying.
Yeah, he's got the size. He's got the athletic ability. He has the big play. He has the big play like juice. Like he got the juju, technically. No pun intended.
Wow.
Yep. And he has a potential. So technically, I could see him having that confidence in himself.
Sure. And we know the best wide receivers speak highly of themselves.
Yeah, like the TOs of the world. Like, I mean, he's got the size for it too. I mean, he's a big
But
receiver.
Right now in today's NFL, you cannot tell me that he's better than Justin Jefferson. He's better than Cooper Kupp. He's better than CeeDee Lamb. He's better than AJ Brown.
CeeDee Lamb ain't all that, bro. Like
I'm not saying he is all that, but what I'm saying is
I think he's better than CeeDee Lamb.
He might be. But
those two that you named before, no.
Deebo Samuel is better.
Deebo Samuel's a running back, but yes.
But he's a wide receiver.
That's debatable. He's like that one. You know who he reminds me of? Deebo Samuel reminds me of like a Percy Harvin.
Yep.
Like, or a guy that, you can put him anywhere on the field. He's like a utility player.
I think Chase Claypool is maybe a top 10 receiver.
Right now, from what we see, I'm not going to say that. I think Chase, like when we look at, because you got to think about it's all team related too. Like if he's getting more target, like OBJ at one point was a top 3 receiver. And, now I don't know if that's who he is anymore. He has, glimpses of where we can say that, the same thing.
He's not just locked in at a top 3 spot. Exactly.
No, you're not. But there's never anybody locked in, except you're like Jerry Rice or Randy Moss or these guys that are like, they're like literally
superstars. Yeah, Chase Claypool's not a superstar.
No, he's not there yet. But I would say maybe depending on how this year goes, he could be at the top 3 because they don't have anybody else to throw the ball to really.
True.
They got Washington, like he's the number 1 target. So honestly, it really bases on how good Trubisky does. Because Trubisky has a great year, it's probably because of Claypool.
True. That's true. So I just want to point that out because I know this guy is getting drugged for this.
I know, but I think you should believe that you are the top 3. If you don't, then you're trash.
All right. The USFL is apparently still a thing.
Okay.
And there's 8 teams, and these are the 8 mascots. Can we please look at the Philadelphia Stars' mascot compared to these other 7?
Technically, that's on the Stars mascot is kind of on trend for Philly mascots, though.
No, that is if Gritty had a child that was born so underprivileged and on drugs. That's what that thing would look like.
Stop it. That looks like Gritty and the Fanatic had a baby that had Down syndrome,
and they threw it in a side alley.
Yeah, it does look kind of like disjointed, but I mean, it's kind of on point. Like you can't have like this really, really nice mascot.
I get it, but you have to look at the other 7 and compare.
No, but I'm saying for Philly, like you said for Philly.
No, I'm just looking at these 8 mascots.
When one is just a random black dude.
He's the general.
Yeah, but why make him a
He's
black
when Shaquille O'Neal did that general commercial, the General Insurance, and they had too good of a time. That's what was born from.
I'm not getting involved with these shenanigans right here. 2 of them look like cowboys. I mean, there's at least
2 of them
cowboys.
do look like cowboys.
One looks like a desperado.
Desperado.
I mean, the best one is this sneakers guy.
The sneakers guy.
The
blue guy?
Is that
like the rip? They're like the Riptide or something like that. Which team has the worst mascot? Yeah, we know. It is without a doubt the Stars. It looks like if Gritty went to McDonald's and found the Hamburglar.
Actually, the worst mascot is this black dude. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not. Yo, representation matters.
First of all, he has that creeper. He has the creeper smile, like I want to pet your child, like when you're not around. Like, look at this grin. Like seriously, like that grin. That grin is something serious. He definitely touched kids.
The Stars mascot looks like something my 8-year-old drew in art class.
Yeah, but it's not like creepy. Like it's just like, hey,
it's creepy. Look at the mouth.
No, I'm saying, but the mouth on that black dude like looks like very sketchy. Like, come here, I got some candy in my pocket.
Hey there, you want to come cut the lawn?
But you gotta reach down way down low to get it.
Hey, Chris. The 4th one looks like Bob the Builder. You're not wrong, Adam.
I mean, you're not wrong. And it looks like a Bob the Builder who's juiced up. Like he's 2 sheets to the wind.
It's so bad. Picture that thing under your bed. It's creepy. Wait, the general or the star?
Both.
Blobby or
that thing is rough. That black dude looks super weird. I mean, even for another black man, that's super sketchy.
But I love the fact that there is a black mascot.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's cool, but you don't have to make him like a fucking predator. Like he doesn't need him like a predator. They could be called the Predators now. Like that's what they could literally be called. Nobody would.
No, they're the Generals. Maybe the same thing.
Oh, Navy. Another military joke. God damn it.
Sorry.
Please don't kick me out of the game, coach. I cursed.
All right, now here's what you have to do with this one. You have to choose the top 3 coaches.
This is rough.
And I need to know what your criteria is.
Well, as me as a coach, I'm always going for the master motivator.
Okay.
I'm the guy. I like somebody who can come in, give you that good game speech, get you hyped up. So,
sure.
So my top 3. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I got to go Coach Boone, number 1. Number 1
okay.
pick, Coach Boone. Number 2 pick, Coach D'Amato, any given Sunday. The speech he gives about the Romans, beautiful.
Plus, he turned Jamie Foxx into a good quarterback. I mean,
yeah. Willie Beeman, oh yeah, beautiful. And then if I have to go anywhere, I don't want to show my Philly nativeness. So I'm going to go Coach Taylor, Friday Night Lights, the show.
So I'm going to choose to disqualify Coach Vermeil, Hall of Fame Coach Vermeil, because I know some of these are based on real people.
He's not fair though.
But Coach Vermeil, he was successful as a coach, and this is just really Greg Kinnear doing a good job acting in the role for a Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yes.
He doesn't play a big enough role in that, whereas these other guys are obviously pretty important. Yeah, so The Waterboy is my favorite movie. I'm going to be honest. Mr. Coach Kai said I could. Anybody got any good ideas?
Yeah. Dude, that dude was the worst actual coach. Like, literally worst coach. Who you got?
Hate him. All right, so my top 3. I got to go Coach Taylor. Friday Night Lights is my number 1 because of the multiple championships.
Okay.
And the multiple levels of success at different places.
Well, he's been 2 different people, so that gotta matter.
Well, I'm not talking about Coach Gaines. Coach Gaines from Friday Night Lights is not who I'm interested in.
I know, but the fact that he's 2 different people and this movies that are similar, that are the same exact thing, but they've just changed the name of the coach. It's hilarious.
So Coach Taylor is my number 1.
Okay.
Obviously, Coach Boone is my number 2. Dude solved racism and won football games.
No way you solve racism in 1 season, but I'm down with it. Yes. True side.
Plus, he had an absolute liability at corner. Let's call it like it is.
Or his coaching staff literally tried to set him up for the okie doke the one time.
Yo, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Number 3 is tough for me.
Okay.
Because if you're talking legitimate football knowledge, it's obviously Coach McGinty. Right. If you're talking motivation and the ability to win one time, it's Coach O'Shea. He took a team of nothing. I mean, Becky Icebox was it.
Becky Icebox is a legend, though.
Spike don't play ball with girls.
And then on top of it, these are little kids he's coaching. Like that's
what I'm saying.
This is Pop
and
Warner.
The annexation of Puerto Rico. I mean, come on.
It's
buddy.
like the Philly special.
My dude sneaks in John Madden to help coach, and Emmett Smith, and Bruce Smith.
That makes him lesser of a coach, though.
But no, because he used his resources.
No, we're not doing this. Like we gotta call it. You said best coaches.
Taylor, Boone, McGinty with an honorable mention of O'Shea.
Okay.
All right.
I'll buy it.
All right. So the official quarterback rankings have come out. This is from the NFL Fantasy. Any issues with these?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
I don't believe in Herbert, first off.
Really?
I believe Joe Burrow is better than Herbert and Allen. And I think he showed that this year.
I think Burrow being all the way at 7 is just rude. Because if you're talking quarterback ability, he is so much further up than Lamar Jackson.
How the hell did the two guys in the Super Bowl end up at the damn bottom of the list?
This is top 10.
No, I'm saying they're at 7 and 8, though. And they were in the Super Bowl. So the other two guys who didn't even make it there are at the top.
How are you going to put Patrick Mahomes at number 3?
I don't know. Patrick Mahomes completely blew it this last year.
He did.
Him and
Jalen Hurts has not done anything to put himself as a top 10 quarterback.
I'm going to be honest with you. I like Jalen Hurts' team. Because if you put Dak Prescott, he's in the same category. So it's the same shit.
Dak Prescott at least has a bigger arm.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't have any weapons. Like, he's got CeeDee Lamb.
He's got CeeDee Lamb. He's got a shell of Ezekiel Elliott.
Gallup, maybe, if you want to count Gallup.
He's got Gallup. He's got Darren Schultz at tight end. The Cowboys, listen, the Cowboys got worse this season for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to put – and Jalen just got Brown. He's got all of his weapons coming back. The offensive line decided to stay for the most part. Listen, he should be in there. Kyler Murray, he may not even play. Kyler Murray's trash can juice. And he doesn't have D-Hop for 6 games?
Mm-hmm. You know who's not on this list? Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. He's not. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, I mean, and the comments coming in, Javier, Adam, you're making great points. You know, I'd swap Murray for Jackson, Murray for Stafford, Wise Herbert at 2. Yeah, this list is upside down every which way.
I mean, listen. I mean, I know we have recency bias. I know we saw Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes go at it.
But hold on. But we just said when we were talking about Chase Claypool that we're allowed to update our lists every year. So recency bias does factor in.
Right, but Josh Allen didn't have a better season than Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow literally almost won the fucking Super Bowl.
And that's my point. Joe Burrow, with no offensive line, my dude was under fire the whole season.
Listen, and the guy who won the Super Bowl.
And stop putting Aaron Rodgers on a list like this.
You can still put him over there because he's still.
But where's Tom? You're telling me Tom Brady isn't a top 10 quarterback in this league?
I don't know if Tom Brady wants to be a top 10 quarterback in.
Doesn't matter. You're telling me Tom Brady's not a top 10 quarterback in this league?
Yeah, you can remove him for Kyler Murray right now. And I'm okay with that. You can remove him and then Lamar Jackson was hurt last season, so I don't know how you put him back in the top.
This list is stupid.
His team won't even give him a damn contract.
Nope, this list is stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
I just wanted to share that with you.
No, I'm glad you did. It's made my life.
All right, switching gears. Best Xbox 360 game of all time.
Easy.
NCAA football?
Nope. Easy.
Wow.
It's easy.
What you got?
Grand Theft Auto. Easy.
I never got into it.
Dude, any Grand Theft Auto game is one of the best games ever to play.
I was always a sports game guy. So, NCAA football is my list for me because, and they're also they're coming back next year. Can we talk about how they're coming back next year? Very excited.
Yeah, because the NIL money is about to get real.
I think that Javier does beat us, though, with this.
Because Halo did change the game, yes.
When you think about the Xbox 360, you have to think about how Halo is synonymous with it.
I'm not arguing that, but it just said
I didn't ever get into it myself, but it is synonymous with it.
What is the best game of all time? Listen, I understand what everyone is.
Best Xbox 360 game. A lot of these other games were cross-platformed.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn.
That's why I think Javier wins this one.
Damn you, Javier. You smart dude. Okay.
We're going to give you one. We're going to give you this one.
I will buy it.
But my favorite is NCAA football.
My favorite is Grand Theft Auto. Any of them, really. Especially when they got the online gaming. That was perfect.
Okay.
Ooh.
This one. You see the players.
Yes.
You have to pick a team. You have to pick one from the top and one from the bottom to start a team with.
Damn you. I'm going to take. This is going to be an unpopular answer.
Okay.
And it could be recency bias. So I'm going to take the new champion and Jordan Poole, and I'm going to take Cal Kuz, Light Skin Bros.
Okay.
Light Skin Bros.
So I'm taking Jordan Poole because my man is just next level already. I think the recency bias comes in where, maybe you take Hero instead. But again, I'm taking Jordan Poole.
I would never take Hero. Hero can't defend.
That's the issue. Jordan Poole, and I'm taking Sadiq Bey.
That's the one from Thunder, right?
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. I've never seen him play, so I cannot take him. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, dude can fill it up real quick. So you got a lot of scores.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that guy. I'm going to take Kyle Kuz because Kyle Kuz is like damn near 7 feet tall. So,
right.
So he gives you a big, he can play the 1 through 4. So yeah, I'll take Kuz.
Okay, now you're going to be real angry at me. You can only take one from their prime.
Damn. Well, are they? This is an unpopular answer, but when I was just talking to somebody about this, I'm going to take Agent Zero.
Okay.
And I'll explain why. First of all, Gilbert Arenas. People forget Gilbert Arenas was a bucket
Stupid.
getter.
Stupid.
He was the first two-way player that I remember was a straight bucket getter, and then could defend very heavy on the defensive end. So I would take Gilbert Arenas because I love defense. So Gilbert Arenas would be my guy. He's the only one on there that plays defense.
I'm going Jason Kidd.
That's a good pick too.
I'm going Jason Kidd because of the ability to score, the ability to facilitate, and the ability to defend.
He was a decent defender. He's definitely a better defender.
He did enough.
Yeah, he could guard a park car. Those other two cannot.
Yeah. I'm going with Kidd because he's the only one out of this list. Ready for this? Here you go. The only one out of this list that will be a Hall of Famer. The other three do not make the Hall of Fame.
Damn you, you're right. Gilbert Arenas does not make it.
Gilbert Arenas doesn't make it?
Unless they put him in there for being one of the dumbest basketball players in America.
Sure, but his career was cut short by injuries. John Wall does not make it.
It was the gun.
That's right. John Wall's career has never been the same because of injuries. And Damian Lillard is, unfortunately, while he is good, he is not great in the generation that he is playing in.
Damian Lillard is in basketball purgatory. Unfortunately.
He is. And he re-upped a huge deal to stay there.
Yeah, loyalty ain't everything. Remember that.
So for me, it's Kidd.
I'm still taking Gilbert Arenas because he was a great player.
Do change the game, I agree, but this is a no-brainer. Don't even.
This is really easy for me.
Don't overthink it.
It's Ric Flair.
Do it on three?
Ric Flair.
I'm sorry, what?
Ric Flair.
No.
Nature Boy, dude.
No.
You can't say The Rock. Please don't say The Rock.
You're going to say The Rock.
I'm not.
How can you not say The Rock is the best WWE on the mic,
dude,
of all time?
Ric Flair is literally a Hall of Famer, bro.
Woo! So is The Rock.
All you have to say is woo, and you know exactly who we're talking about.
You don't even have to say a word. You just lift an eyebrow.
Listen, when you say woo, everybody knows who Nature Boy is. Period.
You are not a part of this. My wife just said Stone Cold. No.
Stone Cold?
He had the best, gimmicks around him. But
he had the best antics.
Oh.
Ric Flair had the best hair first.
It is not Ric Flair.
First of all, the fact that Macho Man Randy Savage didn't come out of either of y'all's mouths is despicable.
It's not despicable because Randy
You guys
Savage
are all wrong. Take a seat.
Ric Flair.
Just because he talks like this, yeah, brother.
Come on. I'll snap into a Slim Jim later.
And you gotta put the Hulk in there. You gotta put Hulkamania in there if that's the case.
But The Rock has so many catchphrases. It's The Rock. It's The Rock. As best on the mic, he had split personality disorder.
Listen.
Mankind's pretty amazing.
Mankind didn't even talk.
Mankind or Mick Foley or Cactus Jack or Dude Love. You got to pick your favorite.
What's his name with the hoe train? He's got the best.
The Godfather?
Yeah, he's got.
We're not talking gimmicks. We're saying best on the mic.
Best on the mic.
It's The Rock.
It's Ric Flair.
It's The Rock, not Ric Flair. If you smell, that man literally.
No.
Moving on. Why is Hogan not on here? Because that dude sucks.
Because you got Randy Savage.
That dude sucks.
No, he doesn't. Macho Man Randy Savage is great.
Adam, I agree with this comment. The Stone Cold and The Rock were the best on the mic against each other, and The Rock versus Triple H.
What? What are you guys doing? Like, I'm
But
literally
the
just
common
told you.
theme is The Rock.
No, what about
Ric Flair.
I don't know how CM Punk even made this list.
I don't either. It's
He's
for
very
the new
good.
school.
what about what's his name? The Olympian.
Kurt Angle was not good on the
Angle?
microphone.
No.
I like Kurt Angle.
No, he was not good on the microphone. It's The Rock. Great.
It's
I will not be
Ric Flair.
accepting. I'll not be accepting questions at this time. It's The Rock.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Not be accepting questions at this time. It's The Rock. Moving on. All right.
Ric Flair.
Quick little mini bracket here. The coolest moves or things. So looking at this list, you have to say the things that are cooler, and then eventually we're going to figure out what the winner is.
Okay.
So the 1 versus 16 matchup, what is cooler, not caring or boobs?
Not caring about boobs.
No. You don't get to combine them.
I'm not a boob guy, so I'm gonna do not caring.
Great. I'm picking boobs.
Okay.
All right. What's cooler, having a toothpick in your mouth or winning a fight you didn't start?
Winning a fight you didn't start.
Agreed. What's cooler, sliding down a railing or pulling a book that leads to a secret room?
Secret room.
Secret room.
I gotta go with secret room because that's just you're like, oh, I did what?
Yep.
All right,
Unless it leads to
celebrating. All right, here you go, Mr. Basketball. What's cooler, celebrating before a shot goes in or jet skis?
Oh, celebrate before a shot goes in because I can't.
All right, so we agree on everything so far except for the top one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's finish the left side of the bracket. We'll go from the bottom up. So celebrating before a shot goes in or pulling a book that goes to a secret room?
Celebrating before a shot goes in. I still think
That's the ultimate baller move.
It's like you're walking away, like dapping up before you
Like you shoot it and then you turn, you're like, check it.
It's like the biggest vote of confidence.
Celebrating.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
So we both Teal's getting very angry at this.
I know.
All right. So for now, the top half of this bracket, what's cooler? Winning a fight you didn't start, or for you, not caring, or for me, boobs.
Still not caring.
Still boobs.
Okay.
All right. So for the champion of the left side of the bracket, what is cooler? Celebrating before a shot goes in or not caring? This is yours.
That celebrating before the shot goes in is pretty baller.
So for me, celebrating before a shot goes in or boobs, I'm still picking boobs.
Tila, you're in trouble, lady. You're in trouble.
Everyone's been really nice. It's probably because you got big jugs. I mean, your boobs are huge. I mean, maybe.
16.
Liar. Moving on. All right, left side. What's cooler, surfing or tattoos?
Since I have 20 tattoos.
So the only reason why I'm picking surfing is because I've seen some really shitty tattoos. I've never seen a dude surfing. I'm like, man, that dude sucks. I want to be him.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like anybody can get a tattoo. Surfing
But
is
you've
cool.
also seen really, really cool tattoos. You're like, who did this work?
True. So that would be a tattoo artist.
No, you've seen the work on the person and you're like, damn, this is nice.
I'm telling for me, it's so there's our difference again. I'm picking surfing. I can't do it. I think it's cool.
You know what? We're having real life problems here.
We are. Next one. Catching a home run while holding a beer or baby or disarming a bomb at the last second. What's cooler?
Catching the baby. Catching
While not spilling your beer, I got to agree.
Yeah. Like you don't spill the beer and the baby is still secure.
I just want to point out that Javier agrees with me. He's still living in the boob land.
Yeah, man.
He's living on the boob tube.
Black dudes don't care about boobs.
All right. What's cooler, being able to dance well or dunking?
Ooh, dunking.
I cannot do either thing, so
That's not true.
I can dance all right. So therefore, dunking is cooler. Because if I can do one of the things, it's not cool.
Because you can take dance lessons, you can't take dunking lessons. There's no such thing.
Smoking cigs or walking away from explosions.
Walking away from
Cigarettes are not cool.
What?
Cigarettes are not cool, bro.
Yeah, I hate
Do you
tobacco.
even smoke anymore?
Yeah,
People do smoke.
right.
I saw it.
I know it's gross. All right, so now we got to figure. Now I got to remember what everyone picks. So, what's cooler, walking away from explosions or for you? I said dunking as well.
Yeah,
So, what's cooler, walking away from explosions or dunking?
Walking away from explosion.
dunking still because everybody can't. do
Walking
it.
away from explosions is such a badass move.
I know, but like, what if the explosion is something that's not supposed to explode and it's a bad thing?
That's even cooler. I'm
Terrible.
shut up.
Like, what if it's an exploding butt, like your kid, like explode? You know, like
That's not what it says. It doesn't say
It
that.
says explosions. It could be a diaper explosion, and then it's not cool at all. It's a shitty situation.
All right, what's cooler, catching a home run while holding a baby, or for you, tattoos?
Oh, catching a home run. It's still really cool.
All right, so for me, catching a home run without dropping your beer or surfing, I'm doing catching a home run. So we're back on the same page ish. For the right side of the bracket, catching a home run while holding a beer or baby, or for you, dunking.
Because not everyone can do this one, there's two things that people can't do. I'm gonna go catching a home run because that's a really big deal. Because you'll be on TV for that shit.
That's true. For me, it's catching a home run or walking away from explosions. I'm walking away from explosions because that's the ultimate badass move.
It could always be poop. As the
Not
explosion.
poop.
You don't know.
So your final side is celebrating before a shot goes in, or dunking. It's all basketball to you.
No, mine was catching.
No, yours is catching the beer. That's right. Celebrating or catching a home run while holding a beer.
Celebrating.
What's the ultimate flex?
Yeah, celebrating, like walking out before the shot goes in. It's celebrating. Yeah, it's from
Cool. Mine is either walking away from explosions or boobs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have boobs.
Dude,
That's wrong.
Boobs are cool.
I have them. I know.
Well, do you really know how cool they are, or do you
But
think
it's
that you
so
know how
much
we?
more rare to be able to
16 is greater than anything else on this list.
Listen,
The underdog has won the seed.
black dudes do not care about boobs, man. It's a known thing.
So does that mean I'm not a white dude?
No, we don't. Well, you are definitely a white dude because you care about them. But
I do. I love
black
it.
dudes don't really care about them.
All right. I'm being mean now. Build a current team around prime Jordan.
Easy.
Do it.
Curry.
Remember, there's only one basketball.
Oh, CP. Okay. It's only one basketball. So I'm going to go Curry to start.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go. You guys gave me playoff P. What the hell? Give me. I don't want him crying, so I'm going to take Tatum.
Okay.
I'm going to take Giannis. And I'm going to take the real MVP, Joel Embiid.
So I'm thinking, and that's a really good list. I'm thinking about the times when Jordan was the most successful. And I know he has 3-point shooters. I know he's got another big who can handle the ball and do what he needs to do with it. He's got a defensive stud, and he's got a guy that can just play down low and do what he needs to do. So knowing all that, I'm going with Curry.
Yep.
I'm going with Tatum.
I knew it.
I'm going with Draymond.
Like a Dennis Rodman type joint.
For the Rodman factor. And then I will go Joel Embiid.
But see, this is my thing. So the reason why I took Giannis is because Giannis can go games where he can score no baskets and still be good because he can get 25 rebounds, 25 blocks. So it kind of gives him the same factor, but he's way more skilled than Dennis Rodman or Draymond.
But here's the thing. If I've got Curry and I've got Embiid and I've got Jordan, I don't need my power forward to ever touch the ball.
Which is fair. But think about how crazy it would be to have Giannis and Embiid on the same team.
Well, if we're playing that game, I'm going Curry, LeBron, Giannis, Embiid, and Jordan.
No, but in my case, the reason I'm saying that is because Draymond can go games where you just don't know he's even out there.
Right, and that's okay.
Fair. All right. We're splitting hairs here.
I know.
Who's just in there?
Either way, you got prime Jordan, you're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron doesn't need either.
Now, I know you have a peanut allergy, so I need you to ignore the candy.
Okay.
I know you have a peanut problem, so I need you to ignore the candy. For me, I would pick the candy from B, right? Because I love me some peanut M&Ms.
I already know what's out of
Which column of movies is better?
A.
And I want to point out for those youngins, those are called VHS tapes.
Those are VHS tapes. So I don't know what they. Okay, so number one, I want to say this and be just completely honest. I'm picking A because my wife's favorite movie is on that side, and it is Die Hard. She thinks it's a Christmas movie, even though it is not.
It is a Christmas movie.
It is not a Christmas movie. It is a action movie.
Okay.
Sarah just thinks it's the best movie of all time. Sorry.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Anybody who
Sarah, have you ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
she said he asked, have you ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, I can't get into it.
No, she said she couldn't get into
it. Sarah, you need to watch it to appreciate the main character's love of Die Hard.
He said you need to watch it to appreciate the love of the characters, love of
yes.
Die Hard. Oh man! All right, so we've got to put that on the list to do, and we'll watch it on VHS because her dad still has a VHS player apparently. So,
well, no, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a show on Hulu or Peacock. One of the two.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I have to watch it then.
All right, so you're picking column A.
Yes.
I struggle because some of the movies on both these lists are like
classics.
Yeah, like I prefer Liar Liar to The Mask. I prefer Hook to Ferris Bueller. I like Gremlins. I've never seen Goodfellas. I've seen Back to the Future. I've seen The Mighty Duck. I zigzag all over the place. For me, I'm probably going to go with column A because it's got 2 sports movies. It's got Die Hard. It's got Hook. It's got Liar Liar. And it's got some movies that I haven't seen that I'm curious to see.
And then it's Iron Man. Iron Man is the Marvel's movie, bro.
Right. Well, there's Captain America on the other side.
I know, but Iron Man, I like Downey Jr. more than I like, let's call it. So
there you go. But I'm taking the candy from column B, though, where no one's looking.
And Shawshank Redemption is in there. Like, everybody has
I've never seen Shawshank.
Dude, you're not a good white person.
I'm not a good white person.
Yeah. It's like when him and, like, he's like, all the whole movie, I'm pretty sure, like, Morgan Freeman saves his ass, like, the entire time.
Enjoy this.
Bench one player.
I feel like we did this 2 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah, but they didn't have Curry in it. I am going to bench Katie. It's easy.
Yeah, same. We did this 2 weeks ago. I remember now. All right. I'm coming at you again for your Steelers list. The AFC North Mount Rushmore.
Do I agree, or what are you asking?
I'm just showing it to you because there's some things that make me giggle. Like the fact that Joe Flacco apparently is the greatest Ravens quarterback of all time.
I mean, who else would it be?
I mean, Lamar Jackson won an MVP award.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a ring, so that automatically throws him out.
The Steelers have 2 quarterbacks. That's apparently the only thing they've ever been good at.
No, they should have Jerome Bettis in there too. Well, they got Joe Green.
That's what I wanted you to point out, the fact that Troy Polamalu and Jerome Bettis are not on this list.
Well,
that Hines Ward is not on this list.
In theory, these are all great players. Terry Bradshaw won, 6 championships or something? 5 championships or something?
He won a couple.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of championships. Brent Roethlisberger has a few.
Franco Harris is not on this list.
Franco Harris is not on this list either. But it's too many Steelers that really do it. You'll be splitting Harris with anybody you put up there. And Jack Lambert was a good player. So let's not take that from him. He's one of the better players in Steelers history.
Should AJ Green be on the Bengals?
Yes, because everybody else they had is trash can juice.
Really? Chad Ochocinco?
Well, you got a dude on here.
TJ Hushmanzada?
Dude, they have Ken Anderson on this damn list. So let's just be honest. The bar is very, very fucking low. It's very low.
It's not great.
And then
I just want to share that with you. Yo, they have an offensive lineman.
It's one dude. None of these dudes are still doing anything in life. They're pretty much all vegetables.
Well, because 2 of them died.
Well, that's why I said 2 of them are vegetables. Bill Cowher. You can't put Bill Cowher on here because Bill Cowher.
Dan Anderson's on the list.
Yeah, but that's why. That's how trash that list is. You can't put the coaches on here and not the players.
Just saying, I don't know how I feel about
let's say you put, and Harrison would have been on there, but he got traded to our nemesis at the end of his career. So that's why he's not on there.
All right, 2 more shenanigans and we're done.
Oh, man. It's getting rough.
Which column of offense is better?
Damn, this is rough.
For those of you listening to the audio version, column A is Drew Brees, Emmitt Smith, and Terrell Owens. Column B is Brett Favre, Walter Payton, and Larry Fitzgerald.
Listen, just because I just hate putting any Cowboys people on there, I'm gonna take Colin B. And I actually do really hate Brett Favre as well, so I'm gonna go Colin B.
This is tough because Breeze is the better quarterback. Smith is the better running back over long term. Owens is the better. No, Peyton's the better running back. Owens is the better receiver. I'm going column A.
Wow.
Because honestly, like, you can split hairs between Breeze and Favre. You can split hairs between Smith and Peyton. You cannot say that Terrell Owens and Larry Fitzgerald are of the same caliber.
Did Larry Fitzgerald win a championship?
Yeah.
Did Terrell Owens ever win a championship?
No, but again, we're just talking about straight up dominance of the position.
Well, Larry Fitzgerald was so dominant, I don't remember anybody else that played on the team when he won.
Kurt Warner threw him the ball. Terrell Owens is one of the top 4 or 5 receivers of all time.
I'm just saying, Larry Fitzgerald is also a Hall of Famer. Is going to be.
He will be.
The first ballot. So I think you're splitting hairs here.
You are, but again, when you're looking at the column overall, you can make arguments for Breeze versus Favre. You can make arguments for Smith for Peyton. You ask 10 people and 11 people say Terrell Owens.
I don't know, man. I really like Larry Fitzgerald.
I like him too.
And Terrell's he got to too much shit. And he was a Cowboy too. So I gotta take it. Yeah, he's done.
Final Shenan. If you had to build a 5-man NBA lineup of your favorite players, not the best, but your favorite to play the game, who would be in it?
Easy. I think I might have told you this. Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Kevin Garnett. And I'm gonna kill you with this. You're gonna hate this. It hurts me to say this. All right, I'm going to say it. Ja Morant. Damn it.
Okay. Dude's exciting to watch.
It's just because he's a South Carolina kid. You know, I try to get Kevin Garnett's a South Carolina kid. I try to get as many Carolina kids as I could in there.
All right, so I'm going with a little bit of a different size lineup. Okay, I'm going AI. Okay. I'm going Kobe. I'm going Michael Jordan. Those are easy.
Easy.
I'm going to have another small forward.
Scottie Pippen.
And put Vince Carter.
Ooh, half man, half amazing. That's good.
And then I'm going to take the hybrid power forward center and put Tim Duncan as my big guy.
Oh, nice. I didn't see you going that way. I did not see that. Mr. Fundamental. You know what? I can live with that. Because Kevin Garnett that'll be a good matchup. We got to see that a lot.
I love Kevin Garnett and I love John Morant. I think those guys are awesome. But again, Vince Carter, you're talking about changing the game.
That's what I'm saying. But see, you see how we both went like highlight reel guy with like Ja and Vince. I'm down with that. I can buy your list. I'll get down with your list.
I can buy your list.
I'll get down with it. Not mad.
And I believe that is the final Shenan. So we went long. I'm cool with it. We did some fun things. Let me talk about some sponsors real quick. So we got a lot of great sponsors. We got Statement Games, Fun Free Twist on Fantasy Sports. Please check them out. We have the AATSportsNetwork.com/shop. Make sure we are purchasing new materials because we got new supplies out there, even with the new Eagles E. We got Symbol, the stock market for sports. Use the code AAT Sports when you sign up. We got Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant off the Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center. Vinny'sPizzaPA.com. We got Stuff to the Grills, same shopping center, StuffToTheGrills.com. We also are running a contest right now, which is we need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. When we do that, one of those 1,000 subscribers on YouTube will win a signed Brian Dawkins picture.
I need that, Brian.
We got it. We've been posting about it. You need to be on it. Adam says that his top 5 are Sean Kemp. That's a great one.
Ooh, nice.
I loved watching Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp, Hakeem, Magic Johnson, Tracy McGrady, Paul Pierce. You lose me with the last 2, but those 3 are great.
Actually, I really like T Mac. So I mean,
I like T Mac when he was in his prime and not hurt. Yeah.
You know what? If I got to pick like my favorite players who didn't like pan out because they got injured, it would probably be T Mac.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let's do that next week. Let's do the
Okay.
all I wish list.
All hurt list. Hurt locker. The hurt locker. Hurt locker list.
The
Top
Jalen
10.
Hurts locker.
No, because he's not hurt. So,
But it hurts so good. Trademark.
So we'll do the hurt locker top 10 players that got hurt before their time, and we never got to see them blossom.
In any sport.
Any sport, yeah.
So we have a week to prepare.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ready next week. I'm gonna have some.
That's
bangers.
cool. I like that topic.
Look at Shenanigans already in the game.
Already shenanigans. Are you guys doing anything this week on the D2M podcast LLC?
No, man. So Prince is doing busy being Al Hotford. So
It's Anna Hotford.
oh, sorry, Anna Hotford. So we're gonna do that. Let him finish that up for the last couple of weeks. I'm getting last week of like summer basketball for us, so we'll be shutting it down this week. So then I'll be back on pod in probably in the next couple of weeks or so. So you guys will see me around.
Cool. We're going to be recording another episode of Fandemonium this week, so look for that. I'm not sure what other shows are coming out this week. I know we got some illnesses and some people doing things and vacations and such like that. But we got our show in. It's been 2 weeks. We got our show in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Shout out to all the wonderful comments that came rolling through. Shout out to the wives who both made at least an audio appearance on the show tonight.
Yeah, I made an audio appearance. We'll have to get her on. Maybe we'll do a wife. Maybe we'll do a wife episode.
Oh, okay.
Maybe do a Battle of the Sexes episode. Maybe that since we got a lot of off-season time.
We do.
Battle of the Sexes.
Okay.
Miss Chip versus Miss Drip. Well,
boobs.
You can't say boobs. Like you're gonna get us canceled.
Boobs are the number one cool thing in this universe.
They're not the number one cool thing. they're where children eat. Like children eat off them.
Exactly. They have multiple functions.
They're the worst, dude. You're getting us canceled.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Go Bird.